to give my child the chance and the opportunity that I did not have. I went through the system, learning subjects I had no interest in, and I'm giving her the opportunity to explore and to learn on a pace that suits her, and to give her the opportunity to mingle with many people around the world. And I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity in the current state, because like you said, before the 1990s, we didn't have this opportunity. So I would like us to protect this freedom that we have now. South Africa is a constitutional democracy, and human rights are given clear promises in this constitution. The constitution is now proposing through the ballot to severely restrict my right as a parent to homeschool. Curriculum and the freedom to choose the monitoring of progress is also an important factor to ensure the successes of homeschool education. The proposed bill infringes on my right to choose a curriculum and teaching style to best fit my child's learning ability. Home education is a natural extension of parenting, the promoting and supporting the physical, emotional, intellectual development from infancy. Remember 16 June 1976, where the youth of South Africa came together against a compulsory education that did not support their best interest. For freedom we shall lay down our lives, they said, and the struggle continues. Let's celebrate and protect the freedom we enjoy now in our democratic South Africa. I thank you.
My name is Hans Muhlomi. I'm a parent and a former educator from Ramoiti Secondary School, which is one of the most performing schools in Botshabelo. I'm a former educator from that school. I'm also a former provincial organizer of South African Democratic Teachers Union in Free State. I support the amendment made, or the amendment that are proposed, except for one issue, the inclusion of Section 19 in the Employment of Educators Act. My analysis about this inclusion is that it tries to prohibit, or it tries to prohibit educators from conducting business with the state. My analysis is that the current situation is that all public servants are allowed to conduct business with the state currently in terms of Public Service Act, provided that they applied and obtain approval from the HOD. I therefore propose that the same procedure must apply to educators, because to me, it amounts to discrimination based on the profession of educators. Why only educators will not be allowed to do business with the state? Let's allow them to apply. If the HOD approve, let's allow them to be given fair chance like other public servants. My analysis or my submission is also based on the Constitution of the country, Section 41, subsection A, that prioritize indivisibility of the Republic. Let's treat all people equal. Common policies, common rules, which are interdependent and interrelated. Let's not apply new things to educators. Let's treat them like all other employees of the state. That inclusion to me is against the Constitution. And my last point is that any conduct or policy that is not in line with the Constitution is null and void, and is even unconstitutional. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'm Hannes van der Berg, and I hereby reject Section 37 of the Bella Bill. We have been homeschooling for the past 3 years. We follow an eclectic approach, which means our kids' curriculums are specifically designed for their learning styles and preferences. Thus, the optimal develop their strengths and identify their weaknesses, as well as strengthen their weaknesses. Therefore, curriculum freedom, as well as the freedom to choose how we evaluate progress, is of the utmost importance and ensures the success of our homeschooling journey. Home visits are, in our view, an invasion of privacy and is a really high risk in our current situation, taking into account the crime rate, especially on farms and allowing strangers onto property, are a huge problem. There are many other ways of assessing and monitoring progress that will be of much better value. As God-fearing parents, God has given us our children, and we are sacredly able to raise and educate our children, as well as protect them from harm. With relation to violence and abuse in schools by fellow learners and teachers, we believe that our home is a much safer environment in which effective learning and discipline can take place and where. By doing this, we create the opportunity for our children to show up for their own learning by being vulnerable and acquiring empathy at the same time, and thus an uncapped education. The educational landscape has changed dramatically over the past decade. There are a lot of opportunities to offer our children with international accredited certifications which enable them for a better future. To incorporate the homeschooling community in a bill, proper research must be done to fully understand homeschooling and the needs surround homeschooling with regards to curriculum choices, monitoring and progress, and so forth. The Bella Bill is impractical with regards to homeschooling, and we reject it. We propose that new legislation be drafted for the home education that reflects the realities of the education sector. Thank you very much.
Kalibitso ke Masabata Botsane, ke community member mona Botshabelo. Ka hore fela moya wa ntate Thetimakgwe o robale ka kgotso mateng le motho a hlokahetseng le. Ne ke batla go fela ke starte ka hore moya wa ntate Thetimakgwe o robale ka